So some of our competitors are for Solent Canada, which does a lot of work with conservation agencies here in Canada. There's also Decagon, which is based in the United States. There's many different types of sensor companies. And the way that we're helping to differentiate ourselves in the market is to make sure that we have a product that integrates seamlessly with the pre-existing systems.
Sorry, you say pre-existing systems.
Yep.
So working with competitor systems or working in the... So I guess the first question that I have is, of the 30,000 wells that you haven't picked on the Prince Edward County, how many already have a sensor installed?
Probably next to none. I mean, residential wells typically don't have anything. In terms of government-run wells, there's about 500 main ones in Ontario that they actively look at depth and water quality parameters and that sort of thing.
So given there's competing solutions out there, why are there none installed in these residential environments that you're saying is your largest market?
So in terms of residential consumers, the real benefit of being with residential consumers and targeting the pain point of them not being able to know how much water is in their well until they've ran out is that we can start to forecast in terms of flood and drought management. And with regards to the water organizations and what they're doing currently is a little bit of, they get the data, and then water organizations have to take this data and then kind of manipulate it and massage it until it works with their pre-existing databases. So what we do is we provide an API and they query a certain URL, and in that URL they get fed all of their data straight to their database, and they don't have to worry about it. And that's kind of one of the main differentiators as well.
Remind me, how much would I pay if I was a residential customer of your product?
So if you're a residential customer, it's $199 for the initial sensor, and then it's $10 a month for the lowest package, up to $20 a month. And you get different features as in like multiple notification levels, multiple notification numbers to alert different numbers, that sort of thing as well.
So the question, I mean, as a residential customer, I have this thing. It tells me my water level is dropping, but it doesn't stop the water. I mean, I'm not going to not run out of water. So how does it help me? Like, what's the value to me?
Yeah, so in terms of what happens when it alerts you before it runs dry, based on whatever level you set it as. And we integrate with water distributors so that water distributors can come over and replenish your well's water source. So essentially, in the future, what we'll be doing is an auto refill feature, where water distributors will not only be able to manage and track their customers in terms of their water levels to help better distribute the water, but they'll also be able to effectively manage that water for the residential consumer without them having to worry about it. So it's basically a peace of mind.
So wouldn't your better customer be the water distributor, where that can be a value add that they provide, so they become like a regular supplier? I go and put this in all the houses, and I say, pay me a flat subscription fee. I'll come out whenever the water is low and fill it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.
That is the final presentation, and we've concluded the events for this afternoon. I hope that you were as impressed with the teams as we were. The groups did us proud, so thank you for your attendance. Following this, we're going to be having a reception with beverages and hors d'oeuvres out in the main crush area in a few moments for you to enjoy, while the judges have an unenviable task of deliberating and having a discussion around what they've seen this afternoon. Just like to remind you that before the reception, the deadline to submit your votes for the Wisdom of the Market Seed Funding Award on Twitter is 6 p.m. So, to recall, the tweets and the addresses are up on the stage behind me. So tweet at DDQIC with the hashtags, hashtag the team name, and hashtag DDPitchComp, so that your vote can be counted. So, Before we end this, these events don't happen on their own, and there's a huge team in place to make these go. So I'd like to give a great thanks to the staff here at the Isabel that have provided their technological support and their wisdom in how to run these events. So thank you very much, folks in the booth, for a wonderful job. We are so spoiled and really love coming back here every year. Also on the ground here is a team that really keeps us going, and if you think herding cats is difficult, you should try it with us and faculty. Melanie, Joanna, Chloe, Danielle, Katie, and Cole all been working diligently hard all summer with these teams and have been at the forefront of everyday activities and keeping this going. So we really appreciate all their help and their expertise. So thank you very much, all of you. So this concludes our live stream for the event. We'll be announcing the winners by Facebook live stream for our remote viewers between 7 and 7:30 p.m. So for our live audience who is joining us right here, please join us in the lobby now for some light refreshments, and then we'll be doing the announcements live out there for you as well. So please stay and see what the judges do come up with. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Do you and your research group have an idea or an invention that you'd like to see mobilized? The Dunin-Deshpande Queen's Innovation Centre, together with the Office of Partnerships and Innovation, has developed the Foundry Program. The Foundry Program provides opportunities for students and recent graduates to build ventures around ideas that have been developed by researchers at Queen's. The way the program works is that students participate in the Queen's Innovation Centre Summer Initiative. And in this initiative, they receive a stipend and seed funding for their venture. They receive workshop training and mentoring, and there's a pitch competition at the end of the summer where they can pitch for more substantial amounts of seed capital. We're looking for ideas for the Foundry program. I'm standing in the research lab where a Raman spectroscopy technology was developed that formed the basis of the spectroplasmonics team, which was a pilot in the Foundry program last summer. So if you have ideas or inventions that you think might be a good basis for a group of creative, talented, and highly motivated students and recent graduates to build a venture around, please contact the Office of Partnerships and Innovation.
As Jim mentioned, we want to capture as many ideas as possible. The process starts when a researcher group submits one of 3 forms to the Office of Partnerships and Innovation, either an invention disclosure form, software disclosure form, or the idea disclosure form. The Foundry's advisory panel will then assess the opportunities for mobilization potential. On selected opportunities, the next step is for researchers to showcase their innovations or ideas to participants at DDQIC's Summer Accelerator, sometimes referred to as QUICSI. Following this, a team from the DDQIC program will respond with feedback which may include an expression of interest for the commercialization or mobilization of a particular invention or idea. The Office of Partnerships and Innovation provides support to researchers and student ventures to build the foundation for a strong relationship. The relationship usually starts with an option agreement, and if the startup is successful, we move to a full license agreement. We're looking to set up a mutually beneficial relationship between the research group and the startups. Successful startups enable researchers to showcase the potential impact of their work and create the potential for future collaboration opportunities. But first, the Foundry needs your inventions or ideas. Please visit the Office of Partnerships and Innovation's website to download and fill out one of the disclosure forms. We look forward to hearing from you.